Welcome back, you sexy motherfuckers.
Yes, sir.
We are back with episode 18, and we got a special one for y'all. It is another season 1 review of Doctor
Doctor. Why are we still talking about doctors? This man punched a lion. Doesn't that make him the main character?
Stone.
Stones. All I see is rubble. Can someone clean it up? It's getting dirty in here.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
man.
almost I almost cut you off there. That was a
You
long
almost
first
did.
one.
It
Holy
was a good
shit.
first one. It was necessary. People need to
Jeez.
understand that a man
The
punched a
whole
goddamn
paragraph.
lion. All right?
Yeah.
This
That
man
was
punched a lion.
yeah.
That is all I'm saying. Dude punched a lion in the face, Serge.
Yeah. No special ability. No special power.
No special
He's
powers except
he's not Goku.
the
He's not an
ability to punch
alien.
a man in the face.
Punch a
That's it.
lion in the face.
Oh yeah, punch a lion. Yeah, I
That's
apologize.
not it's not just a man, that's a lion.
That's how wild it is. That's how wild
Right.
it got because dude
Yeah.
punched a fucking lion in the goddamn face.
Well, and
Look,
apparently that's how strong Tsukasa is.
makes no fucking sense to be that strong, right?
Right.
So like the whole world
Makes zero sense.
covered in stone. No one knows
Yeah.
why.
Nope.
No one knows why at all. I can tell
No.
you right now, the first thing I'm doing is realizing when I wake up, right? Like, let's say I'm the first person who gets
Mhm.
brought up and I'm out of stone.
You wake up.
Okay.
Your
Yep.
your stone falls off your balls, falls
And I
off
wake
of
up
your
alive.
feet. You
Yep.
wake up alive.
Butt
and
ass naked.
First of
Yep.
all, how are you gonna wake up?
All right. I'm just waking up. I don't know how. I'm not a
Are
fucking
you gonna be like,
scientist, man. Oh, am I
ah?
gonna pull a
Yeah.
taiju and
Yeah. Like, what is it? Where am I?
yeah, no. I'm gonna let you know right now. The first thought that's in my head if I wake up is, oh fuck, I should not have been the one to wake up. This was a mistake. I was not supposed to wake up. I'm telling you right now, if I'm the first person to wake up, I am not doing a goddamn thing Senku did. I
Oh
am the
no.
wrong person. I am fucked.
Yeah.
Because all I'm thinking about is my personal survival.
100%.
Right?
100%.
Like that's the only thing I'm thinking of is I'm like,
What do you
okay,
even think? Like,
yeah,
what's the first move?
I'm
What's your
butt ass
first
naked,
move?
dude.
Where are you
I'm
going?
fucking butt ass naked, right? So first thing is I'm like, I gotta get some clothes, and you gotta think
Dude,
you wake
fuck
up
clothes.
and you don't fully grasp the situation you're in, right? Like there's
Uh-huh.
no way you're gonna grasp that situation. So the first thing
Right.
I'm doing is I'm gonna be fucking picky as shit, right? I'm gonna see all these woods and shit. I'm gonna be like,
Mhm.
oh shit must have popped off. I'm gonna go to a department store and steal some shit, right? Because if I
A
just wake up,
department store. You're
yeah,
in the forest.
but if I just wake up, I'm not gonna assume because remember, Senku was counting. He knew the
Yeah.
exact time how long had passed. Nigga, I ain't doing that. I don't have that resolve in
Yeah,
me.
no, fuck that. And how did he do that in a dream? Or like while
in
he was
the
in stone?
petrification state, I don't
Yeah.
fucking know. Dude's a psychopath.
Yeah, they're
for
gonna
sure.
explain that.
They sure don't. It's just essentially just them saying he's a psychopath, and you're just gonna have to accept that. And you're like, okay, all right, I guess.
All right.
But yeah, so I go to I'm looking for a department store because in my head, I don't know how long I've been rocks, but I know for sure in my head I wouldn't think it's 3,700 years. So I'm like,
but
okay,
you have to
I'm gonna
also
go get clothes.
I guess if that is the case though, if you can like think while you're in the stone,
Right.
that would help. That would change how you come out of the stone versus like if you just got petrified and then you just wake up and it's 3,000 years. Like you don't even have time to think. Like you just think it's like that. Because
Yeah,
that's a big difference.
But you would argue that's the norm, right? Like you would argue
Yeah.
most people when they snap out of it, they're like
hadn't been able to think, but they didn't clarify that. I'm just saying, like, just hypothetically speaking, if
right.
you were versus weren't, it would probably give you a massive advantage if you could actually think while you were in stone.
That would be a massive advantage. And by Senku thinking the whole time while he's in stone, you would assume it's possible.
Right.
But I can tell you right now, I know myself. I'm going night. I'm like, shit, I needed a good sleep, nigga. I've been tired for years.
So you wanna go find supplies at like a department store, you said is your first move?
I'm thinking I'm gonna go into the city that's abandoned and I'm just gonna go raid for like healthcare shit, for fucking clothes. I'm gonna see what like the state of the world is in, and then I'm just gonna pretty much go it alone and hopefully run into somebody else who survived. Like that's my thing. You know, I'm pulling a
Yeah.
Zom 100, right? You haven't seen that anime yet, but
Hmm.
essentially he just survives and he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go find some other niggas that survived.
Right.
And that's what I do. What do you do?
Yeah, I think I would have the same fucking response in terms of I'm fucked.
Right. Yep.
Because I don't have any type of knowledge of science or
Not a lick.
how to create shit from shit. Like I'm fucking on my computer all day. Like
Mm-hmm.
fuck a world of science. But
Fuck a world of science.
fuck a
Fuck
world
them.
of
Fuck
science.
them in the ass.
Yeah. And I used to hate science until I saw this anime. And now I love
Bro.
it. Now I'm gonna go start learning because I'm
Bro,
scared.
if you guys need an anime for your kids to watch, like if you want your
This is
kids to
it.
really watch it, this is the one. Because I know
Yeah.
if I was a kid to watch this, I would have wanted to be a scientist. I would have been trying all this shit. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So
continue.
yeah, so first thing I think is I'm fucked. Second thing I
You
think
are fucked, yeah.
is not about my clothes. I don't give a damn about my clothes.
So
The
you just
first thing
walk
I'm
around
thinking of,
naked, caked up,
yeah, just caked up,
just
big old
caked up,
booty,
just
just dick
big
hanging,
hams. Yep, just
just
big
running
hammies,
around.
just strutting. You're not running,
First,
you're strutting. You're big dick on campus. Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
like it.
just like Conor
Yeah,
McGregor, just
yeah. Just
walking
walking,
around.
big dick and all. Because no matter what
Yeah,
happens, you assume you
just
got the biggest
swinging.
dick, right?
Yeah. So
Because everybody
first
else
thing.
is frozen, so you have the biggest dick.
I mean, unless somebody else is unfrozen, then we'll compare sizes. We'll
All
stand it.
right,
We'll
yeah,
cross streams. We'll see who's bigger, who's better, who's faster, who's stronger
yeah.
when
Hey,
it comes
hey,
to our
you
penises.
cross them swords. All right.
Exactly. So first thing I'm trying to do is find somebody. I'm trying to go find me a fucking senku. You know, that's the very first thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be out there screaming, "Nana me!"
Nanami.
hoping that somebody hears me. But then at the same time, that's also risky because if a
I was
fucking
gonna say
lion,
I can tell you right now, I don't fucking do that. I don't do that at all because you don't know if they're like. Have you never watched zombie apocalypse movies? That's the fucking worst idea to do.
yeah,
Like,
but
come find me,
zombies,
motherfuckers.
dude, really?
Yeah, but I'm
Zombies?
assuming like it's a similar world where there's good people and bad people, right?
Yeah, of course, but I'm taking the
So
risk. I'm not
I'm
gonna try to fend on the world by
I will.
myself.
Yep,
Yeah,
I
good
sure am.
luck, and you'll
Yeah,
die
fuck
in a
that.
week.
Yeah,
You'll
well,
die in a
there's
week.
who are you gonna
You can
find?
go
Who are you gonna find? Who's gonna come save naked
somebody,
ass surgeon?
somebody. It doesn't matter. Somebody. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter who.
they're gonna
It
drive
could
by and
be.
be like, they're gonna be like, oh, look who's got the little dick on campus now, and
It
then
could
they're
be
gonna
a.
drive away.
It could be you. I could have fucking found you, and it still is better than one dumbass. Two dumbasses is way better than one dumbass. I
I
don't
don't know.
care. I'm not
I don't
surviving
know.
on my own. It's not gonna
That's a
happen. It's
that's a
not
big
gonna happen.
stretch. I
All
don't know
right.
if two dumbasses are better than one.
Two dumbasses are better than one.
I've seen a lot
So
of bad friendship groups where dumb amplifies dumb, and bad things
okay,
happen.
well, people are still alive.
All
All
right,
right.
sorry. Continue. I
Point being,
interrupted. Continue.
yeah, you continue to interrupt. Every
I
point
did.
I have, you
I
comment on.
will.
I
I
fucking
sure
hate
will.
you.
Yep, you
Uh,
do.
so that's the first thing I try to do is find somebody. Hopefully, a
Right.
senku who's fucking chilling up in a tree, going, "Hey, I was waiting for you to survive. I had all this
Right.
shit waiting
Because
for you."
because like
Which,
you would assume, right? Like if you're the one of the first people awakened, you would assume that somebody found a way to wake up. That's like a senku,
or,
right?
or maybe they just avoided it, right? Maybe they avoided the
Oh yeah.
apocalypse, like Senku's dad. So you just never know.
Yeah, it's
And
possible.
I'm trying to find somebody. I'm trying to find a civilization. Trying to find, obviously, if a store pops up, I would do it. But um, that my first instinct would be find somebody because I don't know shit about
Right.
how to
So
survive on my own.
okay, so your first instincts aren't survival at all. Well,
Yes,
it's
it is.
survival, but it's survival by finding a group of people versus
Exactly.
me where I
You
wake up
you
and I'm
walk
like,
around, start
I'm
trying
alone.
shit. Cause how
Yeah,
you
I'm
gonna eat?
alone. So I'm
How you gonna?
finding food. That's one of the things. Department store, baby. I don't know. It's been 3,000 years.
Okay.
I'm thinking all this shit's available. I'm like, yo, no lines, no
Dude, you're
food,
in a
no
forest
money.
and
I'm
you think I'm
balling,
gonna go
bro.
find a store?
Yeah,
You're wild. You're wild for
yeah,
that.
for sure.
You're wild.
I
But
think that's when the
cool.
realization hits me.
Super cool concept though. I absolutely love the concept of the show. It brings
Right.
out a lot of regular shows like you mentioned, like The Walking Dead, zombie apocalypse type shows, the
Yeah, yeah, it
100 that
does.
we saw on
And it
Netflix, shows like
puts a
that.
weird spin on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like you have one guy whose major goal is to do this. And let's be real, if this was so I got a question for you that I just thought
Mhm.
of right now, right? So let's say
Mhm.
Senku, right? Because Senku's the main guy, he's a scientist, he's what all this centers around, all right?
Mhm.
You know how whenever he has like those dastardly plots and shit, or he has those ideas, he goes from
Uh,
being Senku to being Dr. Evil and shit. Where
yeah.
he's like, yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna make ramen, but guess what?
Yeah.
You guys are gonna have to work for it.
Yeah.
And whenever he's scheming, he gets a
He's
little
like, you sound
amped.
really creepy. Yeah.
Yep, everybody's like, you're a
You're
fucking
all
bad
right.
guy. So I have a question for you, right? So if Senku
Mhm.
doesn't want to revive the world, he just wants to do his science. So let's say, because a big part of his mission is to revive the world.
Yeah.
So if Senku, if you take that out of his personality and he has no intention on reviving the whole world, and he just wants to do his science shit and he only revives people he needs to do more science shit,
Mhm.
if that's the one thing you change, does he become the villain in the story?
Does
I
he
think he
become the
does.
villain? Well, if he becomes the villain, who would be the counterpart? Who would be the protagonist
Taiju. Taiju would be the guy trying to convince him
to continue to
to
revive
try that
people?
he needs to use his powers to save the world. And I think him and Taiju would have came at odds and they would have branched off.
Yeah, but I don't think Taiju ever really cared whether or not people would get revived. Like
I
Taiju only cared about his girl. You know what I mean?
see, but I only think he didn't care about that because he knew Senku and he knew Senku would want to save them. So in this scenario where Senku's the evil guy because he doesn't want to
So
save the
you're
world.
essentially saying he's the Tsukasa, except instead of like a brute Tsukasa, he's the science Tsukasa in terms of
Yeah,
his idea of just creating for himself, just making only people, reviving only people who love science, who would help him in it, and things
right.
like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
didn't real
mean,
I was gonna say they're a little different, but the more you talk about it, the more I
yeah, I was about to
realize
say it
they're fucking
sounds
exactly the same. They're fucking
right,
if I take that aspect out of it. Because that's
right,
really the only difference between fucking Senku and
and
really the other people he
because
starts beefing
Tsukasa is
with.
still reviving people, he's only reviving people that he sees fit.
Yeah, that are young and strong and
Right,
won't
it'd be
fucking take over the world and shit.
now, what would be cool to think about would be that same concept, except where he doesn't want to revive anybody. He's like, let's just figure this shit out with whoever's just alive now and say fuck it to everybody else. That would
Y-
change it to
Yeah,
where
but I mean,
you're not reviving anybody.
yeah, that's true. But I mean, even Sukasa being fucking like when they fucking when him so he remember because he wakes up Taiju first because he needs just the
That brute,
brunt like he needs
yeah,
that stamina that Taiju has.
the
And
physical,
I'm gonna let you guys know
yeah.
right now, Taiju is my guy. I ride for Taiju.
He's
Taiju
fucking
is my nigga.
hilarious.
I roll hard for him. He is my
Yeah,
guy through and through. I fuck with nobody more in this anime than Taiju.
yeah, he's fucking funny.
Yuzuriha does not have a penis. Remember that, guys.
Yeah,
She does not have a penis. You take that
Yuz-
back, Senku.
Yuzuriha.
I think it's Yuzuriha, but debate for another day because
Tomato, tomato.
we'll go
We'll
at it
sit on
real
this.
hard. Yeah, we'll start fighting over this shit and start calling each other some wild shit. It'll get out of control.
No, Taiju is fucking hilarious, and not only hilarious, but also loyal. You could tell he's like
Loyal
a
as
real
fuck.
loyal person. So,
Yeah, he
uh,
rides hard for
very
Senku.
cool. Right. And he
Yeah.
doesn't really want anybody to ever get hurt because even Tsukasa went his way. He didn't like wish he died or anything like that. It was just more of like, can we all just get along
Right.
kind
Yeah,
of vibe with Taiju.
which is why I was saying if Senku wasn't the one to want to revive people, I think Taiju would take on that role and they would become at odds. Because I
Yeah.
think he was always like we got to save everybody. Like you have the
Yeah.
power. And I think that
Yeah.
would have changed up everything.
And let's just say kind of actually no, I don't want to do that.
You don't want to say that.
No,
Good
definitely
choice.
don't want to say that. Yeah,
You're
that would have
lucky,
been
guys.
stupid.
He's only watched season 1, so this episode he can't spoil anything for you. He's been on a nice run where he's just been dropping spoilers left and right, like 5 or 6 an episode. I didn't want to make a big deal out of it, but it's a lot.
Oh,
He does it
definitely
almost
only
every
dropped
other
one.
word.
Definitely only dropped one. Um, each time I did it. So
Yeah,
technically
one word at a
3.
time because he did
But
like
I
8
only
times.
spoiled it once, 3 times in the past. All right.
Once, 3 times in the past.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Does
that
that make
math
sense?
maths.
That
Yes, that
math
math
is
maths.
mathing. As you can
Yep.
see, this is why I'm really good at science and why I wanted to watch this show.
Yeah, it makes sense, man.
I'm
You're a
10
fucking
billion percent
stud.
sure that
10
I
billion
only said
percent
it
sure.
once per each episode.
I watched a recap on it, and the recap I watched was a season 1 recap in 10 billion seconds.
Oh, okay,
I
really?
was like, I had no interest in watching it until I read that, and I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
guess I'm gonna watch this one because this guy fucking
Yeah.
gets it.
I'll tell you what, in a world like that, in a time like that,
Right.
Senku would be the sickest person, not only because of his mind, but just because of his attitude. He always knows he can figure something out. You know what I mean? He always keeps the mood positive. He's never like, this is dire. Oh no, how are we going to find this? He's always excited. It's almost like Bill Nye. He has that like excitement level of like, we can figure this shit out. We can do this. You can do this with that. We'll figure out how to do this. Now we got another project. Like he's
That is
always happy. Does that make
there's
sense?
one, yeah, it does, and you're right, but there's one thing that you said in there that was fucking blasphemy,
What?
and that you just
Stephen A.
compared.
Smith. What?
Well, the pontiferous difference.
That's blasphemy.
And let me tell you about Senku, who I know personally. He is a very close friend of mine. We rode in a jet. He is an overall good dude.
Okay.
And I have checked with Senku about this knowledge, okay? And the splendiferous effect of this was that Senku is not Bill Nye. How dare you compare Senku to Bill Nye? What is
Bill
wrong
Nye
with
is
you?
the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Bill Nye.
Come on, Skip. Come on now,
Come on,
Skip.
Come on now, Skip.
Stephen A. Come on now, Stephen A. You know.
Yep. But no, that was blasphemy. How dare
Yeah.
you compare? Senku would fucking run circles around Bill Nye. Bill Nye
I'm not.
kids.
That
TV
was a
show.
joke, bitch. That wasn't
a
me
good one.
trying to say
It was upsetting.
All right. Jesus
Sounds
Christ.
like-
Get
sounds
back
like
to
you
what
said it
you were originally
purposely.
saying. We're originally talking about what? You don't even remember, do you?
I do remember actually. So
What
go
is it?
fuck yourself. I was talking about when they revived Tsukasa. That's what I was getting into. Yeah.
We were not just talking about that.
That's what we were getting into when we went on this long run. Because then we got into Taiju and Taiju's personality and all that stuff. But I was gonna get into
No, we were
Tsukasa.
talking about Senku's attitude. I was just saying that Senku's attitude of being happy.
Oh, where we were
always
at
like
in that part of the conversation.
being like.
I thought you meant
progressive.
when we started running off the rails.
No, I was saying that's where we ran off the rails from, and I was hoping you would give your opinion on his attitude, but clearly
to Bill Nye.
you did not.
I'll give
If
you
you
my
jump to
opinion
Bill Nye.
on his motherfucking attitude. Okay, his attitude is sour. He's pissed off. He's annoyed
Who,
that you
Senku?
would dare compare him to Bill Nye. That's what his attitude is.
I'm 10 billion% sure he would not care if I
No, he
compared
would
him to
not at
Bill
all.
Nye.
Also, I don't think it's a happiness or I think it's a pure 100% arrogance.
No, I think it's a happiness. I think it's
I think it's just
joy.
arrogance. I
That's
think
bullshit.
he's the smartest motherfucker alive.
I don't think he's
he
arrogant at
knows
all.
he's the smartest motherfucker alive.
I don't think he's arrogant at all.
That's
He's
why
not arrogant
when
at all.
he gets like that, are you just gonna keep repeating yourself? You sound stupid. All right, you sound stupid.
He's not arrogant at all.
And if you add a D in there, you sound stupid.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Nice one.
How about some science
Got
for
me.
you?
You
Yeah.
nailed me
Eat
on
a
that
dick.
one.
No.
Nice.
No.
All
That
right.
means you're a straight guy eating a dick. I'm not sure if you
Nice.
picked up on that.
I did not. Thank you for that. I appreciate
All right.
it.
But genuinely, I think it's the arrogance of knowing how smart he is, which is why he doesn't get down. I don't think it has anything to do with happiness.
I don't think it's arrogance.
I think he's like, oh, I'm the smartest motherfucker. I can figure this out. So it comes off
That's
as
not
positive
arrogance.
because it's arrogance. He knows he can figure
No,
it
it
out.
isn't.
How's that not arrogance?
Arrogance is like more of I'm better than you. Not
He is.
No, he's not saying it as in I'm better than you. It's more of like I can figure it out because I can do it. That's not being arrogant. That's being confident.
Yeah, I think there's a thin line between. You can't see my hands right now, so I'll do this.
I think there's a thin line. You're all like,
I think
down
there's
here.
a thin.
I think
Yeah,
there's a thin line.
I'm getting used to the new mic because
Sorry.
normally I put it right here, but with the new mic setup, I can't.
It's a right between.
It fucks me.
There's a
it
thin
fucks me
line
up.
right here. Can
So-
you see it?
Yeah,
It's
can you see
like-
this thin line I'm doing with my hands right now that
Right
not
here
even I can
below.
see? Yeah. But I genuinely think there's like you have the
It's
line
confidence.
which is confidence, and on the bottom side you have the confidence,
No.
on the top side you have arrogance. I think Senku walks that line like a tightrope.
No, I think
I
he's just
think
confident.
I think he's arrogant.
Because
But
arrogance is like, I'm better than you, bitch. He was arrogant when he was schooling Chrome, but Chrome challenged him. So when you get challenged in science, then the arrogance comes
okay,
out.
I don't think that changed anything in his personality though. I think he talked to him like he talked to everybody else. You're just like, you're an
No,
idiot.
no, he's like, I'm better than you. And he started like saying everything that he was doing. He's like, oh, that's a magnet. Oh, that's a whatever. He didn't say the magnet part, but he was calling out what he was trying to do in that little battle that they had, which was a fucking funny ass battle,
Yeah.
by the way.
I don't know if you know this, but before we get into that battle, can we talk about Tsukasa punching a goddamn lion in the face?
Yes. Yes. So that shit was intense because
He punched a lion in the
when
face. Yeah,
yes,
that's
obviously that point.
because he punched a lion in the
But
face.
did you expect him to wake up and then punch the lion in the face? Like I
I did
thought,
not.
yeah. I thought because they were like, "Oh shit, we got to revive him! Hurry, hurry!" Because they got
Yep.
cornered.
Yep, because he's
They're
the high
fucking
school primate of the year
yeah.
out of fucking
They're called high schoolers primates.
yeah, high school primate of the year. He won a vote, I guess. I don't fucking know how you get that title, but he won it. So
Yeah.
congratulations, Tsukasa. Woo! Round of applause for Tsukasa, the #1 high school primate ruler in the world. I don't know.
All right. So he is the primate of the year. They're gonna sprinkle some of that dookie doo on him. So they
Yeah,
sprinkle it.
yeah, it is
They
Dookie Doo. That's a
they
good
they
call.
sprinkle that. Where's the camera? There we go. They sprinkle some of that on him, and he
Yeah,
wakes
sprinkle it
up.
out.
I thought he was gonna just like grab them and run or something like that, or pick something up and throw it. But he woke the fuck up out of the stone and instantly just knew I'm punching this lion in the face. So you want to talk about when you wake up, if you woke up and you had a lion staring directly in your fucking face, what would you
I'm a
do?
lion snack. That's for sure. 100% I'm a lion snack. There's
You ain't
nothing
gonna
good's
punch it
gonna
in the
come from that.
face?
I'm not. I'm gonna die. I
That
know my role.
motherfucker came out of the stone.
Yeah. I'm
Just-
gonna let you know right now. Okay. So when he's like, yeah, this is the #1 high school primate ruler of the world. He rules all the primates. I was like, oh shit, this dude must be intense. That's a weird name, but we'll keep it going.
Mhm.
And when he started pouring the water on the fucking Dookie Doo,
The
which
dookie doo.
I really like, by the way, we're gonna keep calling it the Dookie
Kind
Doo.
of the dookie doo.
Yeah, I'm a big fan. So when he's pouring the Dookie Doo
It
on him,
smelled bad, didn't it? Did they say
it
it
had to have.
smelled or some shit?
Yeah, because
In
I mean
the
it was
secret.
shit and wine. There's no way that smells good. Okay, I've had hungover shits all the time. Those never
Ew,
go well.
ew.
All right, that's the closest you can get to Dookie Doo.
Thank you for telling us that.
I got you. Do you
I
not
appreciate the
do you not
image.
ever have a hungover shit ever?
I didn't. I
Come
don't
on.
ever talk about it.
We're adults.
I don't
right?
ever talk about squirting out my
Everybody
ass.
poops. Everybody pees. Whoa, whoa, whoa! No one
That's
said
what you
anything
said
about squirting
verbatim.
out the asshole.
You said verbatim. You squirt out hungover
All right.
dookie doo.
Well, sometimes you squirt out hungover Dookie Doo. Anyways, so when he pours the water on him, I was like, oh shit, I wonder how this is gonna go. Like in
Yeah.
my head, when he's pouring the water on him, I'm like, he's gonna turn and run from them.
Yeah,
He's like,
or
fuck
some
you guys.
shit like that.
I'm
yeah.
stronger. And then he's gonna
Or
change his
pick
mind,
something
come
up.
back.
Yeah,
Come
use
back and
something.
save him, right?
Right.
Like he's gonna run away, find
And,
like
like,
a
distract
something that
them or
looks like a
something.
spear, and then be like, oh shit, I should go back and save him. And then you go save him. Instead,
Right.
I knew it was gonna go wild the second his
Oh my
face
God.
cracks, and he goes, what's the situation? Right? The fact that half his face cracks off and his first words are, what's the fucking situation? I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit. My fucking asshole perked up real quick. Just went made that
It's
exact
about that
noise.
action.
Yep. I was like, oh shit. Something
Tsukasa about that
wild's-
action.
Yeah, I was like, something wild's about to happen. Now, when I thought something wild was about to happen, at no point was that wild thought. This man punching a fucking lion in the face.
Boom. Just the lion
Fucking
just dead.
squared
He
up. with
killed
him.
a lion with his fist. And
Punched him in the face.
the funniest thing throughout that too was Senku's like, yeah, we would definitely die. He fucking punched a lion in the face. He's
Yeah,
like, throughout the entire time
Yeah.
that they were together. He's like, we
Yeah.
cannot mess with that man. We have to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, remember
punched the
Taiju?
lion.
Taiju, who's just this fucking big lovable oaf.
Yeah.
yeah, he's actually a really good dude. And he's like, yeah, don't forget, he punched a lion in the face. He's
Let's
he's
not
he's
let's
in
not forget
control
about
here.
that.
He's in
Yeah.
control here.
Yeah,
He's
like
like, but why would he hurt us? And he's like, because he punched a lion in the face.
yeah, he's like, doesn't matter
Only
why.
only
Matters what.
psychopaths and the number one primate dick in the world can do that. I
Right.
don't know what his
I
title is.
guarantee you his
It's gonna
dick is
keep
massive.
changing.
I guarantee you his dick's massive.
Yeah, he won the primate dick.
I
Did you not hear? I
guarantee
just
you.
gave him the award.
Yeah. I guarantee you that dick is massive.
Oh, it's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Just fucking,
Foot long,
just his face
that's
reveals.
his penis right here, guys.
Nigga, what's the situation?
In case you're wondering how big his penis is, it's this big.
That's not very big. You're very short.
It's my forearm, you dumbass.
Yeah. And
What
your
does that
forms
have
are
to do with
proportionate
me
to
being
your
short?
body. They're proportionate to your body.
Oh yeah, I have baby
Yeah,
arms.
so if you were like
I have
4'6" and you had a
Lomachenko
fucking
arms.
forearm, oh shit, that's fucked up. That's exactly what I had also. But like, I had to, like, for a little bit. Did you at any point, because the whole tsukasa and fucking senku beef
Senku.
essentially fuels the rest of the show.
Yeah,
This
that's
first season,
he's
it's like the
as
whole
of now.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So at what point did you know Tsukasa was going to turn on him? Did you know at all before he turned to Senku?
I knew because they kept hinting at being fearful of him. Because they're like, this dude punched a fucking lion. So I was like, all right, they're suspicious of him.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna end it
And he punched
ultimately being him. I didn't think it was gonna be that quick. So I thought they were gonna meet
Uh,
up with other evil people and that he was gonna help them for that. And then once
Yeah.
they got rid of other evil people, then he becomes evil. Does that make sense? I didn't think it was
Yeah.
gonna be as quick of a split as it was. But again, new school anime, they move that shit. They keep that shit going.
Yeah, they sure
And
do. No more fucking bullshit filler.
yeah, and
Yeah.
Senku's just brilliant, beyond brilliant, and it was cool to see him navigate using his mind versus bronze and kind of
Right.
being able to convince people to be on his side without punching fucking lions in the face. Would you pick Senku over a dude you saw punch a lion in the face?
I
If
guess it. So are we
No, and
asking you?
let's
So
hold on. Let me clarify
yeah.
that. You're not Taiju because Taiju's loyal, right? He
Right.
grew
Yeah.
up with
No.
the
No. No. Not
motherfucker.
Taisha. Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you grew up with him, yeah, of course you're gonna fucking go with
Ah,
the guy you grew
punch
up
a lion in the face.
with. There's still a chance, but Senku's brilliant. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like if
Yeah.
that's your friend, then all right. But point being, if you just had an option, you didn't know either of them, and you saw that shit happen, and then you saw that Senku's still capable
Right.
mentally,
He's he's
um,
smart, and
right?
Sukasa's strong. So essentially, am I picking brawn or brain?
Yes.
So I have one qualifying question that's very important here.
Mm-hmm.
Am I one of the people that are born in that village that's been alive? Or am I somebody from the past world that's been revived?
You're someone from the past world. Do both. Do both. If it would change, I don't know if it would change.
It would change
Do
for me.
both.
So if I'm in the past world, like if I'm in the
If you
village
knew
of the
what it
people,
looked like, or wait, no, go ahead.
yeah. So if I'm in the village of people,
So you
I ride.
grew up, born and raised in that.
Yeah,
So you
I
didn't see
ride
the
with
world
Senku.
prior.
I
Okay.
ride with Senku because at that point I've never seen any semblance of technology, and this
Okay.
motherfucker's doing wild shit. Like I'm
Right.
like, this dude's. I've never seen this guy fucking any of this shit. This shit's wild. I've seen
Yeah.
people fucking not punchlines, but I've seen people kill and hunt and shit.
Yeah.
Like he's obviously strong, but this dude's
I haven't
doing
seen
new.
people punch lions, but
Yeah, that's a first. That's a first for me. I've never
Yeah.
seen that. But I definitely am, if I'm born and raised like through that time frame, I definitely ride with Senku. But if I was born in the old time frame where I'm like, okay, he's got control of the fluid, he's strong as shit, and he's the one bringing people back to life, like he's gonna rule this world.
He's handpicking.
Because
Yeah.
eventually we'll be able to awake people that he'll be stronger than, who aren't as smart but smart enough to advance the world forward.
Okay.
So I
Interesting.
think if I was born from the old world, I ride with Tsukasa.
Okay.
You?
Fair enough. I would ride with Senku if I was born in the old world, just because I know you can create guns and shit. Like that was a big plot point too. where it was like if you know you can create weapons
The
and
gunpowder
you
with the
know he
sulfate.
can,
Yeah.
it's like you can outlast bronze, like pure bronze. And I'm more of like a dude, I want to be living up in a
Yeah.
mansion and shit. He's gonna get me that mansion, not
Yeah. I mean,
him. So
it's a
it's
wrong
a
opinion,
risk. Either,
but
yeah,
it's an opinion.
right. Okay, okay.
Thought I snuck that
Uh,
one by you for a second.
yeah, but I, it is cool to have a guy who could punch a fucking lion in the face around. But at
You
the
punch
same
a line in
time,
the
there's
face,
always a
guys, in
chance
case y'all
that
forgot.
you're always gonna be a bitch to that guy. You know what I mean? Whereas like
Yeah.
Senku,
Hmm.
you could punch Senku in the face and be like, "Yo, don't
Yeah.
do that."
Yeah. Like me personally, I ride with Senku
Yeah,
because
yeah. I would risk it.
I think the dude's too strong. So I was like, yeah, there's no way I could like work up a ladder and threaten it, because if this dude feels threatened, he's gonna fucking kill me real quick.
Yeah,
Versus Senku just needs me to ride with him and kind of does his own thing. Like
yeah,
if me personally, I ride with Senku. That's what
right.
I do.
Yeah,
And I'm sure most people probably
yeah,
identify with that, unless it's a
right,
bitch trying to fuck Tsukasa, which I get
right.
it.
But this is all premised off of Senku not getting punched in the face. You know what I mean? Because in the
Right.
show, he got punched in the fucking face by the
And
lion killer.
sliced, and got sliced up. Got
Yeah,
sliced up. This nigga said
right.
calmly, "Oh, I'll hit your fucking neck nerve and make it quick."
Yeah, your cervical nerve
Yeah,
or
back.
whatever the
I call
fuck
it the
he
back
said.
of the neck nerve, because
Yeah.
that's where it sliced him, in the back of the neck.
Right, which okay, dude, plot hole. How the fuck does
Are you
him
this
having
smart?
that
Oh,
stone be, reconfigure his neck and DNA? Like, okay. That
yeah.
was a reach.
So
You got to
it
admit,
is.
that was a fucking reach.
It was a reach, but it wasn't as big as you think it is, and that's just because you'll find out more about
I
shit in
know, and
season
I'm
2 and
sure they're
3.
going to explain that more,
Yeah.
but
So, but I do agree with
that's a
you
fucking reach.
in the sense of season 1, like you have
That
nothing
you
to.
just have a piece on there, like come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. It made no sense. It made no sense at
And
all.
it's like, dude, if they would have showed that at the beginning, where for whatever reason he had that piece on there, because why
Hmm.
wouldn't he have put the fluid on that by then?
That's fair. Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
yeah, yeah. That's a
if
good
they
point.
set it up a little bit better, I would have been cool with it. But
Yeah,
that was random as fuck.
yeah. But like even them like splitting up,
Hmm.
and like, because remember he thought he was fucking dead,
Yeah,
and Taiju and Uzuriha fucking go ride with fucking Tsukasa,
right.
which he
Wait,
had to be like, remember they
ride with
go and
him?
leave. Yeah, because they think Senku's dead, and he's like, hey, your
They
guy's
grabbed
dead.
Senku. You remember? They grabbed
No, but
Senku
I'm
and they
saying like
ran.
after they like
Oh, after
they
they
split
revived
up.
him.
Yeah, they split up.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
they
Go
go
ahead.
ride with him because he's like, I'll need you later. But I'm gonna be real with you right now. I don't understand to this day why Tsukasa wasn't giving it to Uzuriha. Like for real. Like she could fucking get it.
Yeah, she could get it.
And I think
She's a
that's why
baddie.
he was like, yo, you come over here and I'll show you my arts and crafts. What's up, girl? Talking
Yeah.
about my dick.
Yeah, I would not want to be
Mm.
Taiju going over there to like spy on them, because then he'll be like, "Yo, you better not fuck Tsukasa." All right.
Right?
There's a
I
funny ass
fucking
meme which you haven't seen, but it just
no.
reminds me of that, where there's a guy who's like crying and he's in class because there's another guy talking to his girl, and he's like, "What the fuck you talk? Stop talking to her!" And he's like, tearing. Oh
Yep.
man,
Yeah, but that would
that's
definitely
that's
if
what it
I'm
would be.
Taiju and fucking Tsukasa keeps sniffing around my girl, I ride with Senku. I'm leaving. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I was
I
about to
can't
say
be
you
around
can't
for
punch
this.
him.
No, I definitely can't. And motherfucker punch the line.
Punch your fucking head off.
Yeah, you just fucking
What are you talking about, girl? His head
yep.
just rolls.
And it would happen so quick, I'd still be talking, still be in the middle of talking. Like
You'd
that's
be
how
like,
quick he knocks
you'd be
my
like,
head off.
is my head off?
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
shit.
Or do you go bitch made and you're just like, I guess he's gonna fuck my girl, but
Yeah.
I guess I gotta stay here.
Nope.
like
I'm going
like
out. I'm dying. My
I'm
pride is
dying.
too heavy. Too heavy.
Me personally, I'm dying, but I get it. You know, people take the other route. Like I fucking get it, dude. That
I
dude
get
punched the
it. You don't
line.
want to die. I get it.
Like,
Yeah. So
but
they do their separate ways, right? They have
yeah,
that
yeah,
mission where
yeah.
he's gonna infiltrate with Yuzuriha. He's gonna go find his own kingdom, and then they run
Right.
across
Well,
that
because
village.
remember they saw the smoke signal, so
Right.
they know at this
He
point
knows
someone
someone
else is out
else.
there.
Yeah.
Right now,
Now it's just
did
the hope
you
that they don't kill him.
fucking By the way, Kohaku. I ride with
Yeah.
Kohaku
Her
too.
entry
That's
was
my
sick.
bitch right there. Where she's like, yo, fuck this nigga. I saw what you tried to do to my boy back there. Like,
And,
you're obviously the bad guy.
and she chose the wrong motherfucker to fight. But
She sure
in her
did.
fairness, she did not see him punch a lion in the fucking face.
You know, I will add that in her fairness, she did not see that. I will also add that after watching Kohaku now for 3 seasons, because I'm all caught up.
Oh, okay.
She would not give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That would not change it at all.
Yeah.
She would have hopped in on that nigga and still been like, "You ain't shit, homie. Come get this
And then
pussy."
she would have
Bet you
got
won't.
punched, and
Yeah, and died.
she would have
Yeah,
died.
no,
Yeah,
100%. Yep.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
But
she definitely would have died.
she would
Yeah,
have been my wife prior to dying. So, you know,
yeah. Oh,
it
so
is
who
what
do
it
you
is
take? Do
there.
you take Yuzuriha or do you take Kohaku?
I like Yuzuriha more, but Kohaku's in a close second. But you know, I was just speaking from the perspective of like Senku has her, and Taiji has her. So I mean, it ain't
Who's
really a bad
Taiji?
pick. Taiji or Taiju?
There you go.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
Taiju
I was like Tai
has
Chi.
her. So I didn't, I look at it as like Taiju's my boy, so I ain't gonna try and take that girl, but I would prefer that style of a girl over Kohaku who could whip my ass at any point in time.
Yeah, and then she took dude back to the village where you fucking finally get to meet fucking Chrome. That nigga
Right.
is wild.
Funny. That's actually my favorite. Chrome is my favorite
Chrome.
out of everybody. Yeah.
Yep. Did you get to see the episode where Chrome was? I can't remember if it's in season 1 where they're mining.
I
They're
don't
like
remember
they
that
go to a
scene.
cave and they start mining for minerals
Oh, like
with
was that
him,
when they had
magma.
magma? Yeah.
Yeah, and he fucking drops that cheesy ass shit. And they shit on him for it.
I don't remember the line.
Oh shit, that's like my favorite line in the whole thing because like
Yeah.
Magma had that beef with fucking Senku because Senku became the chief of the village.
Right.
Hey, shout out to Ruri. Yeah, what's up, girl? I see you. I didn't
Yeah.
forget about you.
She
All
cute
right,
as hell too.
priestess. You could
All the
priest on
girls
this
in there
dick.
bad
What's
as hell.
up? Priest on this dick, girl. That's all I'm saying. Just say hello. Just come say hi to her.
She for everybody though.
That's
She
it.
was like there. She's like, I'll marry anybody. I was
That's
like,
true.
man,
That's
you for
true.
everybody.
Yeah.
I feel bad for my boy Chrome.
Yeah, he's all about that. And she's all about everyone.
She belonged to the streets.
Yeah. She belonged to the streets.
Yeah,
Ruby, go back
bad.
to the streets where you belong. Ho.
Yeah. Nah, that would have been
That's a hot take. Ruby a
me.
hoe. Hot take.
She was a baddie until she did that. Like when they gave her that option, she's like, "Don't you want Chrome?" And then she's like, "Nah, I'll take anybody."
Yeah, I'll take
like,
anybody.
"Man,
fuck.
Yeah.
I gotta do my boy like that.
Yeah.
Bro,
Fuck
no, don't do it, man. She doesn't love you like you love her.
Right, but Senku found that village, which was fucking sick.
Oh shit, sorry. Before you get into that, the whole
Yeah.
point of fucking me bringing up the fucking mining thing. So when they're in there mining, Magma and Senku fucking help each other out, and then Magma starts to be cool with Senku, and Chrome says that cheesy ass shit where he's like, "Yeah, we came in here looking for treasure, but it turns out the greatest treasure of all is fucking friendship."
Yeah, the line.
And Senku goes, "What the fuck did you just say?" And he's like, "That's fucking lame."
They both said that,
and they both start fucking shitting on
Flaming
Chrome
on.
for being
I remember
cheesy as
now.
fuck.
Jesus.
They're like, "Oh, you're fucking mozzarella, bitch! Like, get out of here, dude!" With all that cheese, fucking provolone, some blue cheese, all that.
Yeah,
shit.
and they
Get
had
the
the
fuck
light
outta
on him
here.
and everything. The moment. Yeah, I remember now.
And they fucking shoot over to fucking Senku and Magma, and they're both like, "The fuck did this cheesy ass nigga just say?" That's why Rui's for the streets, dog. Did you say dumb shit like that, you cheese ball?
What's wrong with you?
If you got no do eyes, then you're probably a cornball.
That has nothing to do with why she's for the streets.
It is because he's soft, little bitch, little cheese ball.
Yeah, you're foul bitch for boy. That. You're foul.
All right, Chrome. You're in Shane's file of bitch boys, Chrome.
I'll tell you who's not soft. Kinro. Kinro's not soft. That motherfucker.
The guard.
That action. Yeah.
The guard. Yo, when they fucking when they gave him the fucking gold spear.
Yeah.
And he was like, whatever, dude.
I don't like it. He secretly loves it.
And he fucking was like, yeah, look at it. It's fucking gold.
Yeah.
And Ginro, little bitch boy
Ginro's
himself.
fucking annoying, man. He's a whiny little bitch.
Yeah, he it's hard because I can't give anything away.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
But but I will
Thanks
say
for
that
saying that.
I do ride for Ginro now.
Fuck you. You
All
gave it
right.
away. Thanks.
I Yeah, I gave everything away.
Thanks
You
for
guys all
spoiling
know.
it. Tink,
Yep, spoiled
ding,
everything.
ding. We're gonna
Yeah.
put spoiler alert above his head because he just spoiled that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Ding!
I don't think me and you are the same, man. As much as you want us to be. Fucking do it! Fucking
Dang,
do
put it above his head.
it!
It's like, what the fuck? You know I'm editing it, right?
We have to kill him now.
Kill him now, Gohan.
Do it.
Do it now.
Yeah.
So yeah, all those villagers and stuff were cool to meet. But
It
mainly
was
Kinro
it
and
was weird. So, like, did you think anything was weird about them, like not being about having someone new? Like, they were super
yeah,
suspicious, and I mean, it makes sense. Like, you're the only people you think that are left in the world.
yeah,
So you have this small village of what, like 30 people, and
yeah.
they're all fucking kissing cousins because you gotta
I was
be at
about to
that
say
point.
incest village.
Yeah. So we'll
Um,
just go ahead and refer to that as incest village.
yeah.
Uh, you would think so.
Creepy. All of them are
Yeah.
blonde. No,
As a right. Got different color eyes and shit.
yeah. What that's why their eyes are all kind of fucked because
That's
of
why they got that
incest.
fuzzy eye sickness. It ain't because they're missing glasses. You
That's
feel
why they
me?
all got pneumonia. Y'all fucking each other in the ass.
So you would think though, like if you're living in a world like that
Hmm.
where everybody's fucking everybody's relatives because you kind of have to
Yeah,
procreate, right?
yeah,
You would think at a certain point every marriage would be arranged marriage, right?
yeah.
To make sure there's like distant relative as
They would have
possible.
done that. Yeah, they would have for sure
So it's
done
like
that.
this person's got to marry this person because they're second cousins.
Hmm.
So that's the best we can do in this situation. Like
Right, but
it's just got to be arranged at that, and that would
right,
suck too. It's like, what if you get stuck with a fatty?
right. Well, and you would think that they would still like. I wonder if they were combative only because they were men that came. Like Senku was a guy.
Oh, I didn't think of
So
that.
if it
Yeah.
was a girl, do you think that they would have did the same thing? I don't.
I think
I think
magma
they would
would
have
have
been like,
definitely
"Come
took
on in."
advantage because I
Yeah,
don't
because they're
like
talking about
using the
harems
other.
and
Yeah,
shit.
I don't like using the other word on YouTube, but he definitely would have taken advantage.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So,
forcefully, I'm sure of it.
all right, dude, we get it. We get the picture.
I'm talking about something that I can't say,
Yeah, we know.
but he would have
We
forcibly taken
understand.
advantage. Read between the lines, guys.
We understand.
Okay, I'm not sure if
Stop.
you guys understand, but okay, we fucking got it.
Yeah. So that was cool though. That because then he started creating a lot of shit because of Chrome's materials.
Oh,
So
dude,
with
he did the fucking the sorcerer challenge where he gains the
yeah,
rights to all of his fucking materials and shit. And
yeah,
then, like in my head, I was like, "Oh, Senku's not gonna take his shit." And the second Senku beats him, he runs up and starts grabbing all of his shit.
yeah,
And he's like, "This is all mine now. Bye."
yeah,
I was like, "This nigga is wild, dude."
yeah, yeah. And I did like that Chrome ended up pairing with him because I thought that is a fucking hilarious dynamic between those two characters, and uh it was very cool. What was the coolest thing that you would say they created?
The coolest thing they created.
Yeah, out of all the shit
So
they
out of
created,
all the shit they did, honestly, it's probably the simplest one, which was the fucking Coke.
the Coke.
The Coke. I thought that was the coldest shit
Really?
for whatever reason. So you're in a world where you have to like really advance technology and make shit survive,
Hmm.
and you're getting ready to go to war. Like you need guns, you need weapons, you need all this shit, and to make sure you get Geen on your side, because homeboy Geen was the one who requested it. He's like, "Hey, if you want me on your side, aside from the ramen, I would like a Coke." The fact
Hmm.
that out of all this, you made a fucking Coke,
Hmm.
I don't know why that's the coldest shit to me in the world.
That's the wackest shit to me.
I thought it was fucking dope. I was like, in the fucking Stone Age, you made an ice cold soda. I ride with you guys, dude. That was the coolest one. Why? What was yours? Was it
My
fucking like a fucking the katanas? Whatever, dude.
no, no, it wasn't the katanas. It was the antibiotics. I thought that was the dopest shit
mm,
ever. Like to
mm.
be able to think of what goes into a fucking antibiotic and to make it, because that will save millions of
Sulfurina.
lives.
Yeah, that's when
Yeah,
they had to do
and
the oxygen tanks were fucking dope
I was
too.
gonna say that. I was
Yeah.
gonna say either the gas mask or the
Mm-hmm.
antibiotic, because I was like, the fact that you could create a fucking gas mask in this
In the
time
stone world,
in the
fucking
stone world
wild.
is
Yeah.
wild.
Well, I'm gonna
And
let you know right now. The most important character to this show,
mhm,
genuinely, if I asked you right now, like, who do you think, just off the top of your head, who do you think was the most important to the show?
to the show,
Yeah, the season one. Who do you think was the most important?
Senku.
I disagree.
Who do you think the most important
I
was?
think it was. I think it was Kaseki.
Kazaki, the old
He was
man.
the old man, the craftsman,
Yeah,
because
you
with
think he was
with
more
him,
important?
I think he was more important because think about how quick Senku was able to advance his shit because of Kazuki.
Yeah, because he can mold
Because he could
or
mold and
weld.
craft and weld and do fucking
Yeah,
all the craftsman shit.
yeah.
Like I think that like
He
legit
still would have been fine.
catapulted fucking everything so much further. Like, at the end they decide they're gonna make fucking cell phones at the end of the season.
Hmm.
When they decide that, like, I don't even think that's a possibility if
Of
Kizuki
course
can't
not.
fucking craft
No,
anything,
no,
which
but
means
it's
which
also not a
means they're
possibility if you don't know how to, if you don't have the knowledge of what to get.
yeah, like they
So you could
both go
argue
hand in
that
hand.
for
I get that where they both
right.
kind of go hand in hand, but I genuinely think Kazuki was the most important person because he was a fucking game changer,
So you mean
being
more
able
like
to
important person to Senku?
the show. But yeah, I guess that would be the better way to put it.
Like he's his most useful
I think he's the show's
helper.
most useful helper,
I mean,
personally.
because he also has the bronze too. That's a bulky ass dude who
Dude,
can
every time
do
he
anything.
flexes out of his fucking clothes, I fucking giggle like a
Yeah.
motherfucker
So
every single time.
he could do anything that Taiju did to help him out, and he could do anything that I think Chrome could do for the most part.
Yeah,
So
and
yeah,
then
you could argue that he's his most useful helper, but
but I mean, you could argue that
was dope.
Suika was the most useful helper.
Suika, who's that? Oh,
That
the
was the
little
one in
girl,
the little
the
girl where
watermelon
they
head,
fucking when they took
the
off
the
her fucking
glasses.
hat, her
She's all
fucking
like,
face got
because
all
she can't fucking see. Yeah, that they did her dirty with that face.
oh, they fucked
They
her
did
up,
her
dude.
dirty.
I thought legit when I saw it in the anime, I was like, oh, it's not her eyes. She's just really an old lady.
Squinting. Oh, you
Uh,
thought she was like an old
yeah,
little lady?
I was like, oh shit, she's just an old lady. That's why she never wanted to take it off. This whole time we were
Right.
supposed to think she was young. Instead,
Yeah,
she's just an old fucking lady.
that's funny. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I
but that
thought.
that was cool though when they did make the glasses for her, and
Yeah, and they
realizing
put them in the yeah.
how convenient glasses are. Like
Yeah,
that made you realize how
that was
convenient.
that was one of the cool things about the shows. It makes you kind of like realize how important little things were that we kind of take for granted, right? Like
Yes.
glasses. Like I'm supposed to be wearing glasses that I never wear.
Hmm.
I know your eyesight over the years has gotten worse, but like,
Right.
and
It's
so when
not
you
to
put on
that degree,
glasses,
but
right?
yeah.
But it's like, yeah, it's like just little shit like that. But even her and just her role, like everything she did,
Yeah.
like, cause she pretty much saved the village. Remember when Hyuga when Hyoga
Yeah.
Hyoga when
Hyoga.
Hyoga attacked
Uh-huh.
and when it was raining, because remember he had the first attack where
Hmm.
he thought they had guns and he's like, okay, we'll get them in the rain then, so
Right.
that way they can't use their guns.
Right.
And when he attacked during the rain, remember they were fucking trying to kidnap somebody and they tried to kidnap her, and she
Hmm.
took them up the mountain where Sulfurina came riding down and killed all those motherfuckers. So she single handedly saved the fucking village. Like she was pretty important.
Yeah. No,
Geen,
she had a cool moment. Yeah,
yeah,
for
Geen
sure.
was pretty important.
Yeah.
I think he's low key underrated a lot. Like his
Yeah, he helped out a
fucking
lot. Well, he's the double agent right now
yeah, the
because
gift of gab.
I was
Yeah,
like, but I was also like, man, the whole point of Taiju and them leaving was to be a double agent, but then Gin ends up being the double agent for this season. For this
right,
season, I
right,
know they're
right.
gonna get back into what they do in the next
Yeah,
ones, but yeah, that was cool to see Gin's impact and his his magician esque sorcery, which was fucking funny at times as well.
mentalism. It was just a
Yeah,
mentalist, just manipulates people, and he's very good at it.
right.
Yeah, and then fucking there was let's see another side character who like I wouldn't rate as high as like importance is concerned, but floppy flippity girl, the fucking gymnast chick, who's like fucking who burns down the village. That bitch with the weird mouth.
Damn, I forgot her.
Remember when Hyoga
Do you know her
attacks?
name?
I don't. I keep calling her Flippy Floppy Girl
Damn,
because she does all the fucking flips and jumps on shit.
I
And
don't remember
Kohaku
her.
was like, "Yo, fuck this bitch, dude."
Yeah, I'm looking at the list of characters. I
Yeah,
don't remember her.
Kohaku wants all the smoke with her.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to read.
Yeah, do you know who I'm talking about though, or no?
No, I'm drawing a blank.
He gave her the cotton candy. Remember, she
Damn
was
it,
sitting up in a tree, and he gives her the cotton candy.
Oh, yes. Now I
Yeah.
remember. And then you don't see her again after that, right?
No,
When do you see her again?
you don't until later in a new
Yeah.
season. But she
Okay.
was kind of important because she was like a low key thug. Where
Yeah.
when they attacked the village, she went and burned that bitch down.
Mm-hmm. Damn, I
And-
forgot. Yeah. I know the
Yeah.
girl, but I just forgot her
Yeah.
impact.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like she's another side character where I was like, her impact was solid. Like they did a really good job in this show of making sure everybody's impact was kind of solid on the show.
Yeah.
And like, because
Everybody
even
had their moment.
Magma
Yeah.
had a moment in there where he was important because they always had to kind of keep an eye on him, right? Because
Right.
after he lost that fucking tournament,
Yeah.
which was fucking
Yeah.
wild.
Which Kinro, his fight with Kinro was raw. Kinro did his
Yo,
thing where he did the pose.
fucking Kinro, dude.
He finally got
Fucking
some
little
glasses.
bitch boy. He fucking fell for a dirty trick. Dude, I felt so bad when he fell for that dirty trick. He got fucking
Yeah.
cracked up real quick and lost.
Mm-hmm. That was
But
a sick fight, though.
But yeah, so like after that fight happened, after Magma loses that to Senku, because Chrome passed the fuck out. He couldn't fight the last fight.
Yeah.
But after he loses the fucking Senku, he goes and you had to worry about him. You had to fucking think about him all the time.
Right.
Because you're like, when's he gonna fucking try and do something?
Yeah.
And then he had his other moment when they went and got the fucking tungsten or whatever the fucking metal was.
Right.
And
the minerals.
And yeah, when they went and got all the fucking minerals from that cave.
Yeah.
He went in there and he was like, all right, I'll ride for science. Like, I'll fuck with it.
Right.
So like
and they weren't
everybody
sure
kind of
is he
had
gonna
an
switch
impact.
up on him or not. Yeah. So that was cool to see how they incorporated everybody. But the sickest one was finding out about Senku's dad, who ultimately wasn't his dad.
Right. So Ruri, I was actually gonna bring up Ruri next because I was like, Ruri, she really didn't do much in the show, but the one thing she did is she was the one who kind of brought Senku in and brought us as the viewer in to realize that oh shit, this village was founded by fucking Senku's fucking stepdad.
Yes, stepdad, I guess.
Stepdad?
He looks just like his actual dad though, which was wild.
Yeah,
he even had like the white hair and the, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
then
which
all
also
like he's not even
Dr.
my
Stone
son.
People. You tell me right now what happened to Senku's real dad. What's his deal?
What do you mean? Don't tell us that.
Because I feel like you're gonna reveal some shit and it's gonna be wild.
No, don't say that. Why would you tell them to tell us?
I want to know. All right,
What's
I
wrong
want to
with
know.
You
I
want
want
a
to know
spoiler?
who's the daddy. All right, I want the Mari reveal. I want the.
You want the manga readers to come over
you
here.
You are
and
the father.
Tell you
okay.
Who the dad is.
Wow, she'll be like, Tsukasa, you are his daddy.
It is interesting though. Yeah, like it will be interesting to find out who, because it's like, who could it be, right? Like it just, they haven't led any other kind of way, but that was sick. What did you think of Byakuya? Was it Byakuya?
Yeah.
That's his stepdad's name.
Yeah. Once again, big fan of you just asking me pointed questions like that. Huge fan. Talk about it all the time.
Oh, my bad. I asked one question. My bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Such a horrible thing.
Bad. Be better, all right?
Such a horrible thing.
You know, you go to your corner, you count to 10. You count to 10 right now. You're on punishment.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. You see, on punishment. You see what I did there? Changed it up. It's whatever.
No.
Yeah, no, the dad was cool. I didn't know really what quite to think of him, just because it was just a brief. It was pretty much. I meant
one like
episode.
His storyline, like
yeah,
him finding out, him being in the space, and then starting the village, You just thought, oh,
It
it's just the plot.
explains it
It's just the
explains
plot filler.
senku.
That's
It
all you're
explains senku. Like that's what I got from that. Like
explains why
it
he's
was
so interested in science.
well, it explains his personality. Because remember, when they show him with Senku, Senku's like a little kid. So he had to
Mm-hmm.
be in Senku's life, majority of Senku's life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you would think it was probably in his life a few years before they even showed. They just showed kind of important moments.
Yeah, of course.
And so it makes you understand why Senku is the way he is. Like why he's kind of why he's so determined because he grew up like with this old man who wants to be a fucking astronaut.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all he does. And remember, they pointed out that that's what Senku, like his biggest goal in life was to
Yeah, to
build a
be an
rocket and
astronaut.
take himself to space.
Right.
And that's what his fucking stepdad was. And
Right.
so, like, seeing his old ass fucking stepdad fucking fail and keep trying and do everything he could to get in, and even him to the point where he was helping with science to try and help him get in.
Well, and they even showed the apocalypse happening. Like it was some sort of big thing that like
Yeah,
overfilled the
that
earth.
overtake the world. Yeah.
Right. So that'll be interesting to see because I have no idea what the fuck that was.
Yeah. So, all right. So just to kind of wrap this up because we're getting towards the end here.
Yeah.
Uh, final question for you. Who do you think do you think more people survived? And
Yeah.
if they did survive,
How could they have avoided the
yeah,
apocalypse?
how do you think they avoided it? I can't
Right.
answer this because I'm already caught up. So I'm
Right.
3 seasons in. So this is unfortunately one you're gonna have to go solo on.
Right. Yeah. I again, yeah. I've only watched season 1, and I am excited for season 2. I'll be watching it soon.
Yep. And
And
while
I'll
you're
be
thinking of that, I'm gonna say one quick thing to the audience. Just understand, I just yelled at him for asking me a question, then I asked him a question because I'm a
yeah.
fucking hypocrite, and it's what I do. Kick rocks, nigga.
Yeah.
Continue.
I guess because in his podcast world, you're never allowed to ask questions.
That's right.
But yeah, that I do think there's other people alive. Point being, like
Okay.
Point Blank Plain was the
Point
villagers.
blank plane.
Yeah, Point Blank Plain was
Okay.
it should have came out a little bit better than that, but we're gonna keep it like that.
OBP. I like
Point
it.
what do you call it? Point blank. There's another word that I forgot that's to
Yeah,
that
just
phrase. All right,
keep it moving.
whatever.
Yep,
So
you're gonna get stuck on it.
point being was I thought there was gonna be other people who were already alive because at the time we only knew Taiju and Tsukasa and Senku. So I was
Right,
like,
right.
there's got to be other people already alive. They found out that the village was there. So I'm like, there's got to be more villages somewhere. Like they can't just only be them. The point
Mm-hmm.
you made was how do you think that they survived? And yeah, I would have to say something similar to the 100 where I think and that's a Netflix series for those that don't know. It's an apocalypse happened,
Yeah.
people from space came down, blah blah blah. But one of the in the 100, one of the civilizations that managed to live past that apocalypse had like a chamber underground, like I don't know what you
Oh
call
yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah.
like a
The mountain men where they had a
yeah,
fucking bunker. A
a
bunker.
bunker. There we
There
go.
you go. Yeah.
Bunker underground. So I would say either that or the space thing, which was the dad.
So you think potentially like more people from space?
Or so either potentially more people from space, which you have to assume too, because how the fuck did that apocalypse happen? You know what I mean?
Right,
Like it
right,
could have
right.
been
Yeah.
a different planet coming in trying to take that planet, right? And then they just
Mm-hmm.
freeze everybody so that way they can get in and set up their own civilization. So that is another possibility, is what I'm thinking. And then also potentially some people who lived under a bunker who survived and are trying to figure out, what the fuck to do
That's
and have their
interesting.
own thing. So those are
So
my two.
yeah, I was gonna say because I know you brought up the 100 is actually a really good example for this situation, just because
Yeah,
of like how they're still like they come down, they
different
think they're the only people, and they find out there's like different people, and people survive different
people.
ways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so
some
there's
people
like the
just
people in the
naturally
bunker.
survived.
Well, and then there were the people who were naturally they had a certain blood type
Right,
that had a resistance to it, and so they
right.
survived and they started rebuilding and all that shit. And so
Yes.
that's one of those things where it's like it's interesting. That was something I didn't think about back then, where I was like, what if somebody was just resistant to the petrification for whatever reason,
For whatever
right?
reason. Yeah.
Like whatever reason at all. Like it's all the black people that for some reason their skin can't be petrified, right? And we just have one big cookout, you know?
There haven't been any
But
black people yet, which I'm a little bit upset about. But continue.
Oh yeah, that's right. Not in season 1, yeah. But you know, it's like I didn't even think of that being a possibility, but that sure is a possibility. That's for
Yeah,
some reason, whatever. Some people, for whatever reason, are just resistant to being petrified.
petrified. Yeah,
And that would make a fucking cool little twist on the story.
right. Especially
Yeah.
if they have big penises. You know what I mean?
No, we're back. Hey, full circle. We started on
Full
penises. We
circle.
are ending on penises. All right. There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Any final words to the people?
final words. Dr. Stone is sick, man. It makes you wanna fucking go outside and do science. No,
It
I
does.
lied.
Yeah.
I don't want to go outside and do
I,
science.
I don't
But
want that. I don't. Please don't make me do that.
no,
I
but
don't want that.
it is cool. One of the biggest takeaways would be if I did have kids like you did, I would actually 110% have them watch
Yeah.
that early on.
Yeah. Both my kids have watched it. Yeah.
So yeah, that's
All
my
right,
final
guys.
thoughts. Great show.
Well, yeah, that's
Season
gonna
one.
wrap it up. That's gonna wrap it up. I loved it. I love this show. It's one of my favorite shows that are on right now. It's still
Sick.
currently running. They're
Yeah.
currently finishing out season 3. We're
Uh-huh.
gonna try and fit season 2 in there somewhere, so that way we can do a review on season 3 right after it ends.
Mhm.
So here in the next maybe 4 or 5 weeks, we'll hit season 2 on Doctor Stone. So
Uh-huh.
that way we can hit season 3 right when we need to.
Uh-huh.
But overall, it's one of my favorite shows that are currently running. I wouldn't put it in my top 5 yet, but it's one of my I enjoy it. Like I really really enjoy it. It's
It's an
one of the
out of
most
pocket.
enjoyable ones.
It's an out of
Yeah,
pocket anime. You don't get this style of an anime.
yeah. But hey, guys, we appreciate you guys. I think we're at 169 subscribers now.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate every single one of you guys.
Comment
We
below.
appreciate. Yep,
Comment
we
below.
appreciate the comments we've been getting. We've been getting a lot more comments on our posts lately. And we
Yeah.
really do appreciate that because we just want to communicate with you guys. We want to kind of build a
Yes.
community where we're all talking to each other and having
Also,
ideas.
we're gonna be covering what is it? Shangri-La? Is that how you say
Yep.
it?
Yeah, we're gonna have
Shangri-La.
our first guest.
We're gonna
Yep.
have our first guest on that for that season. So Shangri-La is a new anime that's recently out. We're gonna have our first official guest finally. That's
Yes,
gonna be
sir.
soon, not next week, but the week after. So be ready for that.
Yeah, be on the lookout. And then if any of you guys are a content creator in any way, shape, form, artist,
You want to
TikTok,
collab?
whatever, you want to collab, you want to hop on the pod, just hit us up, let us know. We'd love to have you guys, love to have a conversation, talk about what you do, talk about anime, and just have a good time.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. I know we're gonna probably do a side episode. We just went to a convention, went to
Mm.
Uwu Con.
Oh yeah, we probably should do that for our midweek.
Yeah, so we're probably gonna do a side episode where we talk about that experience. Your boy volunteered. I don't want to brag too much on it, but I was pretty much the best volunteer that was possible.
Right,
whatever.
right.
But be on the lookout for that episode as well. We'll
Creeping
talk about
everybody
Uwu
out.
Con.
Uwu.
I was
Welcome
creeping
to
as
the
well,
Uwu. That's what he was doing
Yeah.
the entire
But
time.
anything you want to add on? You want to land a plane?
Nope, that's it. I think you covered everything. Appreciate
All
y'all,
right.
man. Comment below.
All right, guys. Comedy Hashira.
Blackie Chan.
We out.
We out.